Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your great support, and I don't take it for granted. Kindly consider to give this video a thumb of like. Now, churches are still being accused, and people are serious checking on churches, more so the voters in the Republic of Kenya. And I want to say that if churches have reached to this kind of situation or stage, they must now call upon themselves, more so clergies, and check what is wrong. Because here, churches are being accused on, number one, associating themselves with the government. Number two, lying to the people in the country. Number three, engaging themselves in politics. And here is the video indicating all the details or update on how things are now taking place in churches. And the lady is insisting that churches are no longer serious with the work they are doing. Let's take a look and listen to this clip.
We need to get rid of these churches, but specifically the pastors. Once upon a time in this land called Kenya, the church actually stood for morality, for justice, and for righteousness. Yah had a voice in this nation. Back then, the church was led by courageous and compromising men who were not afraid to call out evil leadership and keep the government in check. This they did despite the stakes being higher then, speaking of the Moi era. Now the church is a joke. It is heavily in bed with the government and functions more as a business than as a sanctified institution set apart to hold up morality and godly purposes. It no longer serves the purpose it was intended for. It has become redundant. If you're observing what's happening now, the protests, the abductions, missing persons, and the ongoing massacres, you'll notice just how silent the church is. These same churches, particularly the pastors, helped establish the current government. The pastors gave Nabi their platforms, their ear, their full support. They helped him build a reputation around being a good repentant man, remorseful for his past transgressions, now transformed. Once a sinner who sadly fell victim to the hustler life that forced him to do what he had to do in order to survive, but now a saint, a new creation. A man looking to prove to the public just how much he has grown from his past. A man able to understand and address the plights of the common Mwananchi, having faced the same challenges himself as a hustler with humble beginnings. Nabi invested heavily in presenting himself as a religious man. This should have been a red flag to the people, but it was not. If anything, it warmed their hearts toward him. Every pulpit he could find, he spoke on. He memorized scriptures and quoted them throughout his campaigns. He took pictures with every kind of pastor he could find. Why? Because he understood what you and I both know. You cannot become a renowned politician in this country, let alone a president, without the support of the pastors and by extension, the church. Having the church back you up as a politician is the fastest, easiest way to garner votes in this country. Low input, high returns. And so Nabi, with the help of the pastors, was able to succeed.
That is very sad. That is very sad. I've cut the video short for us to proceed because some of you don't like long videos. Just bear with me and apology on that. Ladies and gentlemen, you've listened to that video. You've watched it. And that is what we want to discuss at this point. But before I carry on, just a quick reminder. If you are watching me for the first time and you've never subscribed to our YouTube channel, I request you kindly do me a favor. Take a 1 second and click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In that next time when I upload to such kind of a video, the video will automatically come to your YouTube platform. And as you board the same boat with the members, please consider to drop your opinion at the comment section below. When you like this video and you drop your opinion, we always try to read them and understand and rectify the mistake that we are doing in this platform. Meanwhile, let's proceed. Now, clergies have been exposed by the Gen Zs. That is Gen Z speaking. Church have been exposed on several issues about morality. You will listen to it. About businesses with the government. And again, abduction. Churches are not condemning that. And evil deed by pastors I just want to pick some of them. And Nabi had memorized, Nabi is the current head of state, the lady is talking about, had memorized the scriptures during his campaign period. Then again, the last one, churches deceived the new generation. I was shocked after I've listened to that video. And I have realized one thing, that people of nowadays are very much intelligent, they are very much sharp in brain, and they understand any step which is being made by our leaders. Let me begin by saying, it is now upon the leaders in the Republic of Kenya to stand firm and speak the truth. Whether you are from church, whether you are a politician, whether kama wewe ni mganga, kama wewe ni mchawi, kama wewe ni mwalimu, you must stand firm and speak the truth. And that is what can be done as we speak. Back to our political discussion. Why is the lady deconstructing clergies? Number one, during demos, and I analyzed it, they went to State House and seek advice to discuss with the current head of state on how they can stop demonstration, which is good. But the question is here with us. How did they manage to stop it? And they did not come out and say or talk about it. The only pastor whom I heard talking about the high cost of living is pastor from Nyeri, the clergy. And I analyzed it. He condemned how the government is keeping quiet and never talk about the high cost of living. The reality here is that churches nowadays have no voice. And you can as well confirm, churches nowadays have no voice. Who is this person have taken churches' voice? The question we must discuss and ask ourselves. Because when we talk about voices, some years down the line, back the line, churches used to talk, churches used to advise the government, churches used to say several things, evil manners did by the government, people. For instance, the abduction which is being done by several people in the government. Again, the killing, mass killing which is done during demonstration, the goons which are always sent during demonstration. There is no somehow freedom of speech from different people in this country. And that is why churches are coming out and are being condemned, because they never be serious with their job. Some of them are even allowing politics in churches, which should not be. The first thing is giving respect to God. Even Jesus Christ said, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and God what belongs to God. Do you want to say that Jesus Christ was mad on saying that? No. Jesus Christ was God, and he never allowed time for emulation. And therefore, if Christ himself, the Son of God, went to heaven and allowed everything to be done successfully, we must sometimes portray his character, because we are all human beings. At the end of this journey, at the end of this life, we are all going to die and go to heaven, which we hope that we're going to see our Father, our Creator, who created us. But here is a very big challenge to our clergies. Why have you turned your spirituality into politics? And that is the question which the young Gen Z is asking. It means that you failed them. You failed the people in the country. You are reluctant. You are only doing game. You are only doing your con game as usual. You know several of them, and I don't want to mention their name here. I just want to show them respect, and I believe they're gonna change. It's not sometimes good to expose them here. But if I like, I can, because nothing I have done wrong, but just to rectify the mistake. So there's a voice calling, and there's just a message to the clergies and churches. You must prepare that you've been accused all over the country. So it is upon you to decide. if you want to get into politics or if you want to do away with Christianity. You must also stand independent and avoid politics in churches. Avoid being controlled by the government. You must understand yourself. Clergies, that is a message to you. You must subject yourself to the people in the republic. Na mwache hii mambo ya kukasirika sana. Mwelewane tu na mpeleke nchi mbele. Kwa sababu tukimix damu na maji haitawezekana. Kama ni Mungu ikuwe Mungu na tuombee nchi yetu. Kama ni siasa muingie siasa, basi tuachie sisi wanasiasa tuingie basi kanisani. Tuhubiri ile ukweli. Mwenye atakubali akubali. That is what I can say. Ladies and gentlemen, the lady is somehow stressed, and I like her courageousness. I like her speech. I like how whatever she has said today. That is a very good move, and you've just passed information. You've not tormented anyone, and let no one comes to you. You've not tormented anyone. You are just right, and you are speaking the truth. Speak the truth so that leaders can change. Speak the truth so that we can change for a better future of tomorrow. You've called even Nabi. Nabi was Ruto she was referring to. Ruto used to campaign as my colleague in politics during 2022 August election. But right now he have never done anything. I don't know what you have done. If you know, you can as well tell me. Mimi nakaa kwa dunia ingine yenye I don't understand how the government work at this moment. But in conclusion, let us change our behavior and speak the truth and again take our country forward. Thank you so much.